Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 46. And last episode, everybody was knowing about the day. Izumi and Roy and Edward and Alphonse and Hohenheim, although they weren't actually not in the episode, but they all know about the day when father is going to be doing his thing. So yeah, and now Gregling, Edward, and the two camera are like joining up with Gregling to do whatever. I don't know. Well, I don't know. There was just a bunch of stuff that was happening. Like a lot of people. An amazing fight between Bradley and Greed that happened with Greed running away. And yeah. Oh my god. See, I knew I missed something. I forgot to talk about that in the last episode because, like I said, there was a lot of stuff happening. Mei-chan, she was supposed to go to Shin, right? But she did not. After listening to I knew they should have killed Envy, man. But after listening to Envy, now she's making her way back to Central. I'm like, yo. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting your Patreon at patreon.com/FullMetalAlchemist. So let's start this episode. Here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Oh, Looming shadows. Oh, they really worry things with something that's gonna be in there. What does that house look like? Edward's house. Well, they burned their house down, but where Winry's grandma lives. I knew there was no water in there. It wasn't at home. I'm like, there was a house on top of a hill, Where's the grandma? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. He was just missing you. Why does it look like taller? He looks so much taller and bigger in this. Does it just me? It doesn't look like the runt that he usually is. So they're not gonna see each other. Bruh. Your bro's here. Grandma! Pinnacle. I don't think that was her name, but what's her name? I'm gonna start with the P. Hey, where's Zohanai? Okay, so that's what you want. He seems so mature to me. I don't know what, bro. Am I missing something? I know they said that time passed, but it can't have been years, right? He just seems so much more adult. I don't know. Did you give her the earrings? Okay. There they are. Yeah, because you have a common goal. Who's that? Oh, what are they looking for? Other? Oh, oh. Your soul's calling out to your body's calling out to your soul. What the heck is that? Oh. A shadow. Don't you dare touch it. Don't you dare touch it. What is in there? Mm-hmm. On the fire. Oh my gosh. Things are about to happen. Was it all a plan so that they can lure him away? That the dude that gave him the information is actually working for Grumman? Boom. Knew it. It was all a plan. It's not going to be enough. Okay. Back together. I doubt that he said. Oh, freaking frack. Get your hand off her. Get your hand off her. Dude, I don't know how to start this discussion. I was like, I didn't know how to start the discussion, so I just went back to the beginning of the episode and was just trying to scroll through and I guess talk about things as I'm looking at them, I guess. And then they started this episode with Miles and his people bringing in these things, and they're about to get some water into them. They're like water tanks or something. I'm like, I don't really believe that they just want to put water into that thing. I felt like there was something else in there, and yeah, they were smuggling Winry using the water tanks, and then they brought her home. And then that scene, like she got into her house, she went to her room, and she was about to take off her clothes, right? And I'm like, when she started taking off her shirt, and then she just stopped and looked sort of like, it looked like she was looking at us to the camera, and I'm like, is this like some kind of breaking the fourth wall kind of thing, you know? Like, then I say like she's not gonna be like taking her clothes off in front of us or something or other, and then she just stopped, looked at the camera, and then the next thing you see is Edward. I don't know, just the way my thought went, thinking that it was some kind of fourth wall thing, and then Edward like showed up, and then he had this look on his face. Oh, that whole scene was so funny. Then everybody was in a room, and then he just threw them out. So yeah, that's where Edward and Gredlin and the others wound up. They were in her house, and then she came, and then he asked about Alphonse, and then she told him that he was with Miles, right? And he got up, seemingly about to go and find him, but then he's like, no, we are fugitives, and if I were to go out there and try to find him, then that's not really good for us. And I'm like, so you're not gonna see your brother before he leaves? He didn't see him, and poor Alphonse was there by himself. I can't wait for the moment where they finally get to see each other, because I feel like we haven't seen them together in so many episodes. Like, it felt like forever. So I can't wait for them to finally be with each other. you know. So yeah, and then Edward asked her to leave the country with the grandma, and she's like, she's not going anywhere. She used one of her tools to hit him. I just say that you're gonna stop whatever the father's gonna do. You're gonna save everybody, and just don't think that there's a possibility that we might not succeed. Just think that you can succeed and everything. So yeah, and before they left, because they're about to leave. They said they were gonna leave anyway. So before they left, he told her to prepare like apple pie or something, because isn't it the apple pie that Hugh's wife knows how to do, and she taught Winry to do? Isn't that what Edward wanted her to cook for them when they come back? I feel like the same thing. But yeah, so they're not leaving. Then let's go. My mind is. I just felt like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that noticed, but it feels to me like Edward has grown up a lot in this episode. Because there was this maturity about him, and then it felt like he was taller. I don't know, but this was something different about him in this episode compared to the previous ones. So I'm like, they did say that time has passed. I just don't know how much time has passed for him to be so self-assured, mature. I don't know, but I noticed it. Zampano and what was the other two? I don't know. They were looking for Dr. Marco and Scar, and then those two were just like sitting on the table right there and eating. And then they met up, right? And then they were going someplace. And there were these East Balance also that showed up, and Martha DeMarco said that they weren't just doing nothing, that they were like rounding up all these East Balance and stuff, and they're trying to change the country so that the country can accept the East Balance, since they denied them at first. So there's that. And then there's the exercise between the North and the East, with Miles, people from Breaks joining up with romance people. Then it turns out that Bradley was there looking on thing. And since the promised day is like, I don't know if it was the next day, but it was like really close. So Bradley is there to sort of supervise everything. And he already knew that there was going to be some kind of, not that he knew, but they predicted that there was going to be some kind of uprising between Briggs and the East or whatever. So that's why he was there. And then this person showed up and just basically told them like the plan, what he thought was the plan that Grumman and Miles have concocted. But it turned out to be like the rules so that they can lure Bradley away from them up to the train crashed on the top, and then they blew things up. I'm pretty sure Bradley's not dead, man. He's not gonna die that easily. Yeah, he's not gonna die that easily. And then poor Alphonse, man. Like, his body is calling out to his soul, and it's becoming more frequent. And then Gluttony, of course he has to be here because he was resurrected by the father, right? Bradley just showed up with what's his homunculus to sell him? Pride. Gluttony just showed up with Pride, and then they sort of like, Edward, your little brother needs your help, man. Then like Pride was like using his shadow, and it was like sort of reaching out to the symbol that Edward used to affix Alphonse's soul for the armor. I'm like, don't you dare touch him, man. I'm so it's so bad that he's there by himself. You know. Now what are they gonna do with him? They're gonna keep him on lock until the day, and then Roy told Mira that Sam was a homunculus, and then because Bradley supposedly died, his underlings were just like all over the place. They didn't know what to do, and then Mira was like, "Okay, this might be my opportunity. I guess maybe to seize control or something." And then the father had to show up behind her, like, and then he put his hand on her. Oh my, this is not. Especially when before Roy left her mansion, she told him that if something were to happen to her, that he could take over the mansion and everything. I hope nothing happens to her because I really like her character. I really do. So yeah, that's what happened. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon.com/FullMetalAlchemist, where you can find the full link for this reaction and early access to the very next episode already uploaded there. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.